Let's look back at time at a previous crypto day where the markets had a substantial decline across the board. There has been many of them. This was a spot where over 24 hours, Bitcoin had lost almost 20%. And it was the only one in the top 10 not to lose more than 20. As several other ones had lost 30 and 40% almost by Stellar Lumen, which fell then to 2.95 cents. Think that was a deal? Oh, it was. $2,000 for Bitcoin was what the price was available to buy. And I don't know exactly what this date was. I found this image on the internet on Steemit. And this would have been an interesting time to think, do I load the boat? Obviously, great profit potentials still exist. Better profit potentials existed earlier. But this is what happens with these markets. You're going to have spots where you're going to see this. So we're getting nothing right now. The markets aren't down 20, 30% right now. If we go down and test some major levels below, they will have days like this, maybe even worse. Maybe we'll see Bitcoin down 30% and the rest down 40 or 50%. Those are all possible scenarios. With the exception of coins like Ethereum Classic, most of the people who held on through this decline are doing great today. For if you lost 20% that day, that means you would have been around 2,500 Bitcoin. Price is about 3 times higher than that. Well, how much times higher are these markets since this actual price? I can easily put that information in. So then what we're going to do is put the move cents. Every single one of these 10 coins has a higher price in US dollars today than they did back then. Some better and worse than others. So Bitcoin is up more than 3.5 times. It was at 2. Now it's worth more than 7. Ethereum at 150. Well, obviously it's worth a lot higher. 3.5 times more as well. Ripple up almost 3 times more. NEM only up 1.5 times more. Ethereum Classic up just 15% more, which meant that if you held Ethereum Classic 24 hours before that point of the fall, then you're still down, because when you're down 28% and then you go up 15%, you've only got some of those losses back. Litecoin is up almost 5 times. It's not down less than at 5x negative. No, that's a less than sign. So almost like 4.9 something, 4.98, somewhere around that area. $22.90 back then, but it was down 21%. Dash, it's $300 now. Well, if it's 300 now, was 101.7. That's less than 3 times in my book. Monero almost greater than 4.8 times. So up there with Litecoin as a clear, they're number 2 together for sure. Monero and Litecoin from the top 10 on this date. Bitcoin up 2.5 times from where it was. Stellar Lumens used to be 2.956 cents. It's about 29.56 cents today. Up about 10 times. There's going to be wild moves. As we can see, this was just one indication of a previous day which had such a scenario. And you know they're going to be continuing to occur as we move in the future. For we look at Bitcoin prices at about 7,500. Then where are we going to go from here? And I hate when the computer does that. So let's put it a different one. But if it goes lower, maybe 3K. And then lower than that's 1K. 4. If this thing does go down 3,000 is just a small point in the game of things. Then you got 200 below that. Of course, above 7,500, you got like its previous high of 20K. And then you got like 250,000. And we can go above that again, but I've run out of room to draw higher than that for now. Whole point of this, volatility. Name of the game if you've been waiting to get in. Well, prices are lower, they can easily become lower. If you have sold short and wondering, do I get out? Well, that's your decision. And is it time to buy back in yet? Again, maybe it might be a little too early. Either way, if you did mathematically sell at 10,000, 15,000, or any of those larger numbers and you buy back today, you're technically mathematically buying lower today than you did back then. Whole point of it, there's going to be great peaks for selling and great dips for buying that will occur within these markets. And each day, week, and month are going to be different than the ones that had it, than some of the ones that preceded it before. And then the ones that will come after it again will be different. And the name of the game is large price moves, both up and down. Thank you for tuning in.